You know, guys, there cannot be great peace without great suffering. Do you know that?
Wow.
Did anyone know that?
No.
The greater the suffering, the greater the peace.
Are these walls going to collapse and then we're going to be in...
Is Wolf Blitzer here? Maybe he is to deliver this freaking drink. I don't even have a good segue into that. I just want to know.
Those words are making me thirsty.
I'm parched.
Yeah, it really does make me thirsty listening to that.
Okay.
Listening to Wolf Blitzer.
Yeah.
Little independent health.
I got drinks this week.
All right.
What do we
we
got?
have a
Village
chilled
sneak
bag.
peek.
It looks like you... Oh.
Whoa!
Ocean water.
I got
Oh,
ocean
God.
water.
Wow.
That's why you needed 30 minutes.
Dude, yeah.
Wow.
I'm so...
Did you go to the one?
Take him down.
We only got
Where'd you go to?
I went
Which
to
one?
side. Went by the Galleria.
Oh,
awesome.
how long were you there?
A long time.
Oh, I wasn't there long.
Really?
Just traffic
Traffic,
was like
right. Well, it's a
every
bad
single-
time to go.
every single round
The
of
time
the
I
night.
went, I waited like 15
I haven't
minutes.
had one of these in years.
Yeah,
This is literal years.
this is one of my favorite beverages.
This is one of
Pat, you are...
Ocean
You got
water.
to get a good
Wow.
package,
Wow.
even though we don't have any drugs.
Pat,
We
you've
have,
outdone
we, have,
yourself.
we have video now, so it doesn't matter.
All right.
Get a good pudding.
Cheers, gents.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, that's crisp.
And that went
Wow.
I
Yeah,
forgot what
that-
it tasted like. I haven't.
That
Had,
quenches.
I haven't had.
Quenches.
That's pretty great.
It's been several years.
Thank you, Pat. This is
Yes,
great.
This is-
Pat.
Thank you, Pat.
Probably an
This is
entire
great.
presidential.
See, if I didn't
administration
get
has
it
gone
right
by.
before, it would have went flat.
Right.
This is
With
my
water,
this is
water down.
my favorite drink we've ever had.
Really?
This is one of my favorite
This is 100% up there.
beverages.
Oh, yeah.
What is your
This is
favorite
top three.
non-water drink? Is it? I associate you with
It's
cherry,
cherry
Coke.
Coke. Yeah.
You're a cherry Coke guy.
What a nice color.
It is a great color.
I don't
do
think we
love
should be
blue.
ingesting something of that color ever, but
Well,
it's
get,
here.
Get
it's
it in.
coming.
Get it in before RFK takes
Yeah.
it away.
I'm going
At
to.
work today, someone got an iced coffee with blue curacao
Yeah,
syrup
disgusting.
Ooh.
That is disgusting.
Gross.
I don't know why they
disgusting.
did. It's gross.
You know what else?
You
is
made it?
Yeah,
That is disgusting.
I'm not gonna say not doing that.
You know what else is disgusting?
Hmm.
You know,
The act by Randy Moss.
terrorist. What's that?
The act by Randy Moss.
Yeah, it was pretty disgusting, and it's a shame that they had that on their air live. That is disgusting.
That is disgusting.
But I don't know if it's quite as disgusting. Joe Buck would be ashamed if he saw Agent Walker
A
double
disgusting
crossing the
act.
IMF.
Yeah.
When Benji takes his mask off, you're like, that is a disgusting. That is disgusting by
act.
Walker, and it's a share that Wolf Blitzer read that manifesto on the air live. That is disgusting.
Disgusting.
That is disgusting.
You guys think Luther should call like the next season of the NFL, like Luther and Benji up in the booth?
Luther was looking good.
He sounds good, looks good. He's got it all.
He's got a great hat.
Looking
This
good.
was his best movie.
Skin
Oh,
was
yeah.
looking clear.
100%.
There's
I did so much.
a very short moment when like he and Benji are on the boat and the other boat passes by and he just gets rolling.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like hell yeah. Yeah, I feel like if like Mission Impossible 9 should it ever happen, it's like Ethan has to infiltrate I don't know the NFL because that give Tom Cruise an excuse to run, and like the IMF crew just takes over like the broadcasting. I would tune in. Wouldn't you?
I'd be there.
Or like if Ethan Hunt was a ref.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Dude, he'd get up and down that court
It's
or
so
field
fast.
so fast.
So
He
fast.
actually would make a great ref, not just good.
No, he'd be an excellent ref.
Mm-hmm.
Can't even he'd be a fair, unbiased ref.
Mhm. Follows the law
Yeah.
to a T.
Mission Impossible Fallout. What a movie.
It is fantastic.
What a great
great.
movie.
Brilliant.
Exceptional.
Yeah.
Once again,
You can go
Quite
on
good.
forever.
Yeah, Jack, you had never seen this one, and you probably heard this one hyped up mainly by us, probably as like the big boy one.
and yeah, I mean, I've even seen online like fans say like this is their favorite
It's
one.
pretty universally received as like the peak.
This one, it's just always like it always takes it a step higher
Mhm.
every single one.
It starts and it just goes.
Yeah, I'm just always blown away. The more
So like when you watched it last night, I imagine.
Yes.
Were you just like,
I was
holy fuck?
straight edge locked in.
Was it like there's that GIF, or like I don't even know if it's a GIF or just an image, but that scene from Drake and Josh where they like walk out of something and like their hair is all fucked up and
Yeah.
their shirts are torn. Just like
Yeah, that's how I felt after watching
that
Mission Impossible.
When they go to the theme park,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that ride, whatever
you're
it's
right.
called.
It's insane too, because like you watch Rogue Nation last week, and you're
Yeah,
like,
and you're like,
how
holy
can they-
shit.
How can they
How can
possibly
they top
get?
it?
It's not even
Cruz
like
and McHugh.
it's not even like they just topped it. It's like
They went overboard.
overboard in every single way. It's insane.
It's so hard.
Don't get me wrong. I love this movie. It's my favorite so far.
Mhm.
But part of me misses the simpleness of like the first
You
two.
think it's too complicated?
It's a different
No, they're
like,
different. No,
franchise
no,
at
yeah,
this
no,
point than
for
the
sure.
first two.
Do you feel like it kind of? It's not similar to Fast and Furious, like what kind of that turned into.
I
But
would
like, are you kind of
it's similar.
relating it?
Not in terms of quality.
Yeah, so I was
but in
gonna
terms
say,
of-
but I know
I
what you
was gonna say
mean.
Fast
Type
and
of
Furious
obviously
peaked
not.
at 1 and 2. Mission Impossible
For
peaked
sure.
at
I know what
even
you
now.
mean. It's
But
like
in
they're
terms of
completely
like,
changed.
yeah,
They
in
completely
terms of
Yeah, I
changed
guess
with
if you
it.
look
It's
at
different.
like the Brian De Palma one and
yeah, it's like
the Macquarie movies,
they're-
yeah,
they're
different
completely
energy.
different.
They're kind of leaning way more into just like straight up action thriller
No, yeah,
as
yeah, they
opposed to
were-
like paranoia, conspiracy, like in the
Mhm.
first one. But this is one of I think like the 4 greatest action movies ever made. If you ask me, it's possibly my favorite.
It
I
is
think
my
it's my
favorite.
favorite movie Tom Cruise has ever appeared in.
Mhm.
pretty great.
It's a wonderful film, and I hope the final reckoning is, even if it's like half as good as Fallout, it's gonna
right.
be great.
Yeah,
Yeah. So here's the thing: I remember very clearly when this movie came out. It was 2018. It wasn't very long ago. I didn't see it in the theater because I'm clearly a fucking idiot. What was I doing? You
One
want
of
to
us saw it,
know?
right?
You guys want to know what movies came out in the summer of 2018 that I saw theatrically and not Mission Impossible Fallout?
Let's hear them.
Uncle Drew,
Oh, wow, that's a good one.
starring Kyrie
Kyrie.
Irving and Nate Robinson and Shaq and Reggie
Shaq.
Miller. And it was a Pepsi production. I saw the film Skyscraper, and to double up on The Rock, I saw Rampage.
Oh,
That movie fucking blew chunks. Oh my god.
Oh man,
Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
2018.
The Golden Boy. But I was seeing a lot of stuff at that point. I was 16. The best movie that whole year was right there. And I remember everyone saying like, "Yo, this movie is insane." And I don't know if I just thought there'd be like franchise baggage with it or something.
Yeah.
But I didn't see it, and I'm kicking myself because this movie in IMAX would have gone.
so hard.
Well,
Oh
it
my
It would have
God.
gone.
I
stupid.
wonder how much different it would be not seeing the previous one, not knowing who any of the
yeah.
characters are. They're like, who's this lane guy that they're trying to capture?
Yeah, this is the first one that really has any
Yeah.
sort of
I'm sure
tie-in with
the movie
previous.
would still be
Yeah,
great.
I mean, you could
could
figure
follow
it out. It's not
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
complex, but yeah, like you don't have to watch Mission Impossible 2 to understand this movie
No.
one iota.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some tie-ins with mainly 3 in Rogue Nation.
Yeah, after watching it, like if you hadn't seen any of the other ones, you can kind of be like, okay, this is the crew, this is what they're doing.
Yeah,
that's
you-
what happened. You know,
It's
And
like this. Yeah.
Even if you don't even just try to follow the plot, which is not a great way to watch movies, but let's say like you're just like the filmmaking on display is just so unbelievable that like,
Mhm.
it wouldn't. You would have to be like not. You'd have to be asleep to not be hooked.
Yeah, the stunts are like pretty firmly cemented too now, and like routinely appearing.
Well,
Yep.
like
Yeah.
12 minutes into this movie, we get the fucking Halo jump.
we get the Halo
which
jump
which
immediately,
and
which
that's
is
the
so
first
crazy.
one. That's the first big
one.
set piece.
They skydive into a fucking thunderstorm. Oh my god!
Straight of the
way
little
down.
lightning, and then right into the bathroom.
Oh
So did they have like anti-lightning suits on?
Well, no, Henry Cavill gets
But I mean, like you would
jolted.
die if you got
man. Yeah, I would
hit with
assume
lightning. It would be like
something.
anti,
They have special.
like
attack.
lightning
that
absorbing.
mission. That mission.
Baldwin's hooking them.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
So directed, first one to have a return director, Christopher McQuarrie, our guy. He knows what he's doing. He's got a great working relationship with Tommy Boy, who is also in this one, as you could probably guess. He returned from Mission Impossible 6, as did basically everybody. Ferguson, Rames, Pegg, Baldwin,
Mm-hmm.
and we've got a mustachioed Henry Cavill as Walker.
Mm-hmm.
He reloads his arms.
He's awesome.
So sick.
Holy shit. Sean Harris is back in this as Pat's favorite villain, Solomon Lane.
I will say, much cooler with a beard.
The
Yeah,
beard,
As
yeah,
opposed
the
to
beard
Tom
helps.
Cruise,
The
where it
beard
doesn't
helps.
help.
I'm with you.
The
The
Cruise,
beard
I'm like,
does help.
okay, where was the beard in the last movie?
Yeah, he looked more.
He's been
villain.
more menacing
yeah.
and had time to groom himself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
He's been in a
more,
straitjacket.
more believably as a villain.
Yeah,
Bro,
like,
I've
I
been
think-
in this
yeah.
position for years.
Yeah, when's the last time you think he like moved his arm?
Yeah. Once he got out, he's like,
oh man,
and then immediately.
You know who else in this movie? Fucking Wolf Blitzer. For
great cameo. Thank you, Wolf.
Thank you, Wolf.
Oh, Wolf
for-
Blitzer, that's right.
Michelle Monaghan is back from 3. You know, finally tying some stuff back into who is Ethan Hunt as a man. It's not something any of these other movies really ever explored. In the first scene of this movie is him having a nightmare.
Crazy.
I love the exploration
It's
of,
amazing.
of Ethan Matthew Hunt.
Like I almost didn't recognize Lane in the beginning. I was like, "Who's that random dude?" No, is it?
The beard.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin. why am
love
I
that-
quoting Grandma's Kisses?
I love that he's now firmly a Hunt supporter in this movie,
He was a Hunt.
and
He was a Hunt hater.
he was a Hunt hater, and then
To
he
a Hunt
immediately hooks
skeptic.
him up.
First time we
He
see him in
became
this
his
movie,
man.
he's basically just like glazing him. He's like, I chose this job because of you. He's like, in your qualities, what you may see as a weakness, I find a strength.
I see some
Choose
strength.
the one life over millions. He's just like, you're the fucking man, Ethan.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
So
love it.
this was released on July 27th, 2018. Same weekend as, I'm sure we're all familiar with this one, our favorite movie, Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
My favorite.
The film adaptation of Teen Titans Go, and Hot Summer Nights, which was a early career, like post Calling by Your Name, Timothy Chalamet role. It was like a little A24 movie. I remember the opening weekend of this movie. You guys remember Movie Pass?
Oh yeah.
David and Pat,
Yeah.
I'm sure obviously you do. The opening weekend of this movie was when they finally ran out of money. I remember that.
Oh really?
Yeah, they had to take out like a $6 million emergency loan because fucking what was
Was
his
they
name?
like back up and running?
I'm trying, but
Yeah.
all the theater chains have their own now that work way
What's the
better.
point?
I think I remember. You remember that?
You remember Movie Pass?
Yeah, I
Just
remember.
another
Movie
redevelopment.
Pass.
Yeah, I remember that.
I can get a membership right now.
You guys were always talking about Movie Pass. I remember that. Yeah.
It was great for a summer.
I sign up, but
movie.
I can
pass.
join
They
the
started
movement.
it.
Join
Made
the
for
What's that?
They
movie
started
people.
the.
They really
They
did.
really
They're
started
that
the.
the Nicolas
That
Cage.
they walked and died.
Like I'm
Although
sure
I guess
we would
they're still
have
around.
something, but I don't think it.
They
it
walked
could be
so
very different.
AMC A-List and Regal Unlimited and all that could run.
Mhm,
Yeah.
for sure.
But
I thank them for that.
the sources of their funds were sketchy.
Yeah.
No one really. Mitch Lowe was the CEO
Yeah.
of Helios and Matheson. Interesting fella. I heard a lot about him that summer because I was paying attention to like how they were doing. And everyone was like, "What is Mitch Lowe doing?" But I was like, "Is this going to survive?" And then they got really kind of shitty. They were like, they're implementing rules.
Yeah.
There were
Oh,
surcharges.
Surcharges.
Oh, come on.
They were like, it was peak pricing, and if your Showtime had a little lightning bolt on it, that was like you're gonna get charged like $2 because that's like a peak Showtime. But if you tried to see like Uncle Drew at 12:45 p.m. on a Tuesday, it would have that. So it's really just like every Showtime
Yeah.
had it.
I remember we went to the movies to see something, and the charge price was like $10.
What?
And we didn't go to the movies that day because we were just like, well, we're not wasting
Yeah,
money
that-
on.
they-
I don't remember what movie it was, but I remember
Mine was
I remember
It's a little
not
much.
going to the movies
They were
that day.
money
It's a
hungry.
little much.
Not money. They were
$10?
money desperate. They
They
were
were
like,
no.
we're fucking dying here.
Yeah, we're
We
in
need
a
loans.
crisis.
And then Fallout comes out, and I remember where I was. I was at Lake Ticonderoga in upstate New York, and you know I'm on the balcony and got like my arms over like this, my AirPods in, like I'm Logan or not Logan Roy, Kendall Roy from Succession, and you know I get the alarm. I check my phone and I'm like, my eyes lit up as if I was a stockholder.
Yeah, you're
No, I was
right.
just enjoying.
Yeah.
I was enjoying a nice weekend
It
at
was a great.
my mother's
That's
parents' lake, or my
amazing
mother's friend's
weekend.
lake house. And I remember, I can picture myself standing outside.
16-year-old.
I remember this so clearly. Not even heartbroken, just like holy shit. like, dude, they're out of money. They're taking out a $6 million emergency
Bankrupt.
loan.
How do you do that? How do you take out $6 million?
You probably just like, we got to just get through the fucking weekend of Fallout, please. Like, things will slow down soon. The Meg's coming out in 2 weeks. We're fine.
The Meg.
Which is true. That came out 2 weeks later.
I think I saw that in theaters.
I saw it at the drive-in with the film Slender Man.
Oh,
It's a tough night.
It's a tough night.
Do I remember any of it?
Tough night.
Meg's actually a pretty good movie.
Meg's
Like, it-
It's not the best
I
thing
barely.
Meg's fun.
You know, it's a nice popcorn.
I
movie.
remember the three of us, me, Pat, and Dave, were at the drive-in, and Slender Man came on, and you and I checked the fuck out.
Yeah,
We were not watching.
We gotta go.
You gotta go. I'm not-
Yeah, like-
We stayed. So like on my letterbox, I have Slender Man as a movie I've technically seen, but I don't remember shit, dude.
Yeah. The optical illusion, like, drawing you in. Like, wasn't there optical...
Have you seen that movie?
I saw it. I think I did, yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah, I think I did.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
Terrible movie. God,
Horrible.
We should...
When's the last
Really
time?
bad.
I don't mean
No, we should
Nah,
not.
I stopped myself.
I don't mean to throw any
man.
stones or anything at
I couldn't
anyone here,
finish
but
that one.
when's the last time Joey King was in a good?
Bullet Train?
Yeah, Bullet Train.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of her career.
No, but I know what you mean. I
Not
don't
a
like
Netflix
her.
spotter.
Kissing Booth films.
What was the last thing she was in?
Uglies.
There's like
Was that the Netflix movie?
Yeah, there's
I like
the
the
Netflix
act.
movies.
I like the act.
Conjuring.
It's pretty good.
Was the Act the series?
I did
Yeah.
like
She
that.
was in the
Gypsy
Conjuring.
Rose.
Mm.
Okay, maybe I'll bite.
I like that too, yeah.
You saw that show?
Mhm.
It's good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
2018, as we've done all these years. Let's see where we were this year. Here were the top 10 highest grossing films of 2018. I'll be interested to see, aside from Fallout, which, spoiler alert, is in here. When's the last time anyone watched some? There's a couple good ones in here, but like, when's the last time anyone watched some of these movies? Number 10, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Never seen it.
I've seen that one.
Was a big hit.
Seen it.
I didn't care for it.
No.
It really did kick off the. Obviously, there had been biopics before, like Walk the Line and The Doors and everything. But I feel like after that,
Yeah, they started coming.
Rocket Man came out, Elvis came out.
Mhm.
Number 9, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Hmm.
I saw it once.
Don't remember a thing from that movie.
I saw
Tell
it
you
at the
anything
drive-in,
about
and so it was the second movie, and I fell asleep, and then I had my sisters wake me up for the post-credit scene because that was during.
What was the
Was it like
post-credit scene?
teasing Endgame or something?
Yeah, that was like that. It was.
Oh.
It was,
Oh, I
mhm.
forgot.
Oh, because it was right after Infinity War. Yeah,
I forgot about
I
that.
remember
Yes.
that.
So that's like
And Ant-Man
that's
got
all
stuck
I
in the
remember.
corner.
So I've never seen that movie. I've only ever seen.
I've seen it. I
The
remember losing my
post-credit scene.
wallet at the theater when I saw that.
Wait, what'd you say?
I remember seeing it and losing my wallet at the theater. I got it back. I got it back.
the Wasp.
But I remember like
God
shitting
damn.
bricks the whole movie. Like, fuck, dude.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
I must have just like dropped it or something. I remember that so clearly, and I remember seeing it like behind the service desk. Like, that's my wallet.
No, that's good.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
That's
I'm
awful.
gonna lose my wallet watching
my
Ant-Man and the
God.
Wasp.
So it was just somebody you left at the counter.
It probably just like fell out of my 16-year-old like khaki
Crazy.
shorts pockets. On a nice July Sunday. So aloof walking into Theater 9 with my popcorn and my soda pop. Oh. Number 8, Mission Impossible Fallout.
Wow,
To be
that's
honest.
kind of low.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be
But
higher.
it is the highest grossing Mission Impossible film.
Mhm.
There were just some monsters
just
at
some
the box
monsters
office
ahead.
this year.
Let's hear.
Number 7, The Grinch, the Illumination animated one.
Never saw it.
Benedict
Mm.
Cumberbatch.
I have seen it.
No.
It's good for a kid's movie, you know.
Yeah.
Have not
Better
seen
than the live
I do
action.
even this year, yeah.
No.
Oh, I forgot about the Grinch.
So much
I
better
do.
than the live
I think the
Yeah.
live action.
That's the Grinch.
Live action.
animated.
Number 6, Deadpool 2. Number 5,
Makes sense.
Aquaman. Oh, I
Makes
remember
sense.
Aquaman was way bigger than I had expected.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I remember that movie it came out that Christmas. I remember it made
Did it
like,
make $1 billion?
worldwide, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Was it-
remember it like,
Just because Jason Momoa?
Pretty much.
Was that like the selling point?
Yeah.
no, I think it was just like, I don't know what it was. Because I don't think you could sell, I know Minecraft
What
was a big
Jason
hit.
Momoa doing before?
I don't think I had heard about him
Me
until,
either.
Bullet to the head.
yeah, I mean, he'd been in some stuff.
Are you
but-
just saying like him, like he fits the role?
But do you think people like we're seeing it, be like, oh,
I don't-
gotta see that new Aquaman movie. That like Aquaman guy looks good.
Oh,
Like Mom's
that's
being
Mom.
like,
Yeah.
you know,
I
Jason
agree with
Momoa.
that.
I think
he looks
it
good.
might
No
have
one
just
knows.
been like better than
No one knows,
some
but-
people expected. Like I remember being
looked
really
the part.
shocked by its huge
Yeah.
success because like it was in the theaters at the same time as Into the Spider-Verse, which also did really well. But like Aquaman was like the big one.
Me and my dad were pretty big fans of him. Jason Momoa.
yeah.
Yeah, just his action movies.
Yeah, I know you're a Stallone bullet to the head guy,
Oh,
which I've
Great
never
movie.
seen. I never
I have
heard
not
of
seen.
Aquaman.
I like that. I don't
Number
know if you guys would.
4, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. That's the second Jurassic World.
Don't remember
I
it.
saw
don't know if
I
I've
don't
seen it.
remember the
I
thing.
saw it in the theater.
Did I see it with you?
No,
Probably not. That probably didn't see
I don't remember it very well. I remember the day I saw it, like not like so. It's not even me like aging with time. You're like, yeah, I remember like this isn't good.
I remember nothing.
Some shit like some socialites were like
Zero.
auctioning like off dinosaurs and they're like bidding on dinosaurs.
No.
I don't fucking remember.
Wow.
Number 3,
I have no idea.
It's pretty sick.
we're getting into three
Sounds
big movies this year, and they were all from Disney. Number 3, Incredibles 2 was a monster. I
Makes
remember that
sense.
was huge.
Yeah.
I saw that. Number 2, Avengers: Infinity War.
Mhm.
Number 1 worldwide, it made $2 billion, but there was one movie domestically that was a sensation.
2018.
It was Black Panther.
Ah,
Mhm.
Ryan Coogler back in theaters right now with Sinners. Also,
Mhm.
I mean, not through the lens
Banger.
of Black Panther, but
But-
Sinners doing quite well.
Banging.
yeah.
I wonder how Black Panther
Absolute
would be
banger.
in 2025.
I remember seeing it and just being like,
I know people really like it.
Mhm.
I've only seen
It-
it once, and I
it
wasn't
was-
the biggest fan, but
it was
I'd like to watch it.
it was
again.
a big moment.
Yeah.
I mean, that movie
I
was
like that.
a massive, massive deal. And the soundtrack was really big.
Mhm.
So like, it was a pretty
100.
undeniable movie. Yeah, that's the 10 highest grossers. Pat, I see you have the MTV Best Kiss Awards.
So
Oh,
yeah,
I do.
Hold up.
let's do it.
So
They're doing this today, right? Or no?
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
but it's all like Outer Banks and
Okay.
shit.
there
Yeah.
was a winner for 2023. I'm not seeing 2024.
Okay.
So 2018, you have Gina Rodriguez and Justin Baldoni for Jane the Virgin.
Justin Baldoni, a hot topic name right now.
Olivia Cook and Ty Sheridan, Ready Player One. KJ Appa and Camila Mendez for Riverdale.
Oh, hell no.
Finn Wolfhard and Millie Bobby Brown,
I'm just
Stranger
looking at
Things.
Yeah, I'm going with that.
No, the winner is
Oh.
Nick Robinson and Kynan Lonsdale for Love, Simon.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
you got
okay.
that right.
Yeah, people like that
Yeah.
show.
I think that
I'm
was a
surprised.
movie.
I'm really. Oh, it was a movie. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
thinking of.
I remember
It's a Netflix show. I don't know. What
two
it's
of our
called.
classmates went to go see that from high school.
Does anyone want to guys?
I just remember, like thinking, like they were seeing them,
It's
like
great.
They
I
went on
not
like a
believe
double
that.
date, right?
I don't remember. I just remember them saying they saw him.
I
Like,
hope they had.
what were they doing?
I hope they had fun.
I'm glad that two young boys stayed off the street and went to the cinema then.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
That's all that matters.
get the kids to the
So-
movies.
Are the MTV Awards? Does anyone know who picks the winners? Like, is it
I
fan
think
voting?
I think we do.
The people.
We picked the voting.
Yeah. Like us 5, we're the voting body.
Wow.
No, I think it's like you go online and vote.
Should we have the Nice Guys Filmcast Awards?
Another thing I've started doing for these, just because I don't know, the Super Bowl 2018. Any
Mhm.
guesses on the matchup? I feel like I remember this one. I remember watching this.
Patriots.
Patriots. I'm going Patriots.
2018. What am I say? Chiefs.
Eagles.
And 2018 was
Pats Eagles.
It was Pat's Eagles.
Pats
way.
Eagles. Yeah.
41
The Philly special.
Yeah.
You guys remember who won?
Yeah. Nick Foles, Philly special. Big
Nick Foles, MVP.
Big Dick Nick. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nick
Yeah,
Foles.
it
he went
was
off, dude.
41-33. Eagles won.
41-33.
I'm sure
Against the
Philadelphia was a
Pats.
very chill place to be that night.
Bro, those videos are insane. There's a guy with a eagle like mask on and like no pants, and he's running in the subway and he runs straight into a pole, dude.
Does
Oh,
anybody
they-
want to
oh,
guess
shit
who the
was
halftime
burning.
show was?
Oh, I have it right here.
Oh, you
what is
do?
it?
Don't
I've
guess
got
right.
all the stats.
Don't
Let's
guess
hear
right.
it.
Also,
I couldn't give you a guess.
There was
Maybe
just-
sicko mode.
There were 67,612
How
in
many is
attendance.
Lady Gaga for 2018?
Wait, so Sicko Mode, Lady
Because
Gaga.
that came out in 2018.
Nobody. Who is it?
Lady Gaga was 2017.
2018. Want me to say it?
Go ahead.
Halftime show was Justin Timberlake.
And the
wow.
Tennessee Kids? Who's that?
Who the hell is
Oh,
that?
I don't even have that on.
Yeah, it says Justin Timberlake, the Tennessee Kids.
The Tennessee Kids.
And then 2017 was Lady Gaga.
Maybe it's just like
okay.
people dancing. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, people on the side dancing.
Your referee
Tennessee
was
kids.
Gene Steratore, by
Nice,
the way.
nice.
Justin Timberlake and the
CBS's
Tennessee Kids.
rules analyst. Everyone loves when Gene's voice comes in.
Yep.
He's surely gonna, make the right
Oh,
call.
that's just what the show was called.
But before we get into the movie, got a little more 2018
What do we
stuff
got?
Alright.
for us. I got some.
I've got a few more Super Bowl stats. I just want to hammer out. National anthem was Pink, and the coin toss was Herschel W. Williams, representing Medal of Honor recipients. And the announcers were Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya, and Rolando Cantu.
It's a good lineup.
Great
All
line.
right, proceed.
Yeah.
I got some Kids' Choice Awards winners.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
From the year 2019, but for 2018.
Yeah.
Their
Makes
the
sense.
favorite movie is Avengers: Infinity War,
What a shock.
which beat Aquaman, Black Panther, The Kissing Booth,
Beat Black
Mary
Panther.
Poppins Returns, and To All the Boys I've Loved Before.
What a
And-
bang up lineup.
Favorite movie actress is Joey King.
Oh.
She won
Oh.
for The Kissing
She
Booth.
won, really?
Yeah.
I was wondering
Joey
where you were
King?
going with that.
God
That
damn it.
kind of
God damn
Wow.
it, Joey King.
Yeah, you wrapped that up.
that was a perfect full circle.
Spit it in
moment.
our face. We said Spider-Man was shit.
We were hating.
She beat Emily Blunt, Scarlett Johansson, Lupita Nyong'o, Rihanna, and Zoe Saldana.
What are we doing here?
Wait,
This is the Kids'
so
Choice Award.
I assume
It's
Scarlett.
a kid's choice.
I assume Scarlett and Zoe were Infinity War, right?
Yeah,
And then Lupita, Black Panther,
yeah,
and then Blunt, Mary Poppins.
yeah.
Mhm.
Rihanna's Ocean's 8
Ocean's
I
as,
Eight.
didn't even.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even clock Rihanna.
as 9-ball.
Nine
Ball.
ball.
That's
9-ball, I guess.
That's crazy. One more than an 8-ball.
Rihanna.
Rihanna.
And Incredibles 2 won favorite animated movie.
Best
Okay,
Kiss.
yeah.
I don't even. What other animated movies came? Oh no! Wait, Spider Verse was that year?
Well,
You telling
Yeah.
me the kids didn't take Spider Verse over Incredibles?
that's pretty
2?
crazy.
And Chris Pratt won favorite butt kicker.
What's the age range here?
Not ass kicker.
Kids.
Kids.
For the kids. Or you mean for butt kicker?
Kids' Choice Awards.
10?
Oh,
Little Kid, Nickelodeon kids are
Okay.
voting. Hosted by DJ Khaled.
Whoa!
Another one.
Another one.
The cost of a 30-second
Bless
commercial for the 2018 Super Bowl was $5 million.
That's insane.
Nice.
How much did
Probably
how
only
much did
more.
Paul make? Or I
Worldwide,
guess make
worldwide or
and
domestic.
both. But how much did it cost to make two? And what was the budget? You know that.
Your budget, it ballooned a little bit because here's another behind the scenes note. Tom Cruise broke his fucking ankle during it.
and I remember
Yeah.
watching the scene of him hopping and then limping away.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
do
was
have,
like, he just
That
broke
that
his
is
ankle.
that is the take that is used in the film.
I do have a note right here. The delays caused by Cruise's injury inflated the budget to about 250 to 260 million, which
Ooh,
included payments to retain
Wow.
the cast and crew.
Okay, the official budget I have here, like for principal photography, was 180. Worldwide made 791.7. Again, the highest grossing film in the franchise. Made like 220 domestic.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of dough.
Cruise, what a fucking psycho. I know we talk about it like every week, but like, what a king.
Man.
He doesn't disappoint.
You know,
Yeah.
He can't disappoint.
he gives the
This-
audience their money.
this is amazing.
I don't care
This is
how
weird.
he is outside of movies. You know, he can do whatever he wants. He can be weird. As long as he delivers on
When you're-
screen,
yeah.
I'm good there.
Guys,
And
when
he
we see
accepts a mission,
when we see Final Reckoning, I'm
Completely
making it
out.
all of our duties that we all get some popcorn in honor of Cruise and eat it the way he does.
Nick, have you seen the video of Tom Cruise eating popcorn? Look it up.
It's awesome.
Dude, probably.
I'll look it up after.
he's like tossing corns into his mouth.
It's really awesome.
He has
Like-
some like fall down onto his jacket.
He don't care.
People have inspected the film.
They're
like,
they've crushed the tape.
Pat McAfee is having him on his show before they're doing Final Reckoning, and they were just talking about it yesterday. And
Yeah.
they were analyzing
Press play on
kernels
that.
falling out like down.
We should run.
Yeah, Jack's running the film right now.
Oh my!
What's he doing?
Why is he doing it like
Eating
that?
popcorn.
Did you see that one video of him walking into the theater and the dude that finished his popcorn?
Yes.
Why is he doing it?
They're starting popcorn already.
Can you imagine if he did that, but he was still 26 years later in character as Frank DJ Mack in Magnolia?
We need to have like a
That'd be
20-minute episode of the Nice Guys Filmcast dissecting
That.
Just frame by frame running
It
the
is.
tape.
Yeah, we'll have like a big timer on the wall, and we'll just hit it immediately. Just start inspecting. Okay,
Watch that
here we
grab.
go.
Watch that grab.
Yeah, watch that grab. Oh,
And
watch
release.
The
It
throw.
almost looks like he isn't eating the popcorn.
Yeah.
It's trying to distract us.
Yeah.
In fact, he's getting done with his mouth.
like it's like he's doing a magic trick, but
Yeah,
like that's
that's
like
what it looks
distracting
like.
us from like him like switching cars.
He's doing
behind
some
his back.
sleight of hand.
Look at the chew.
But it wouldn't be Tom Cruise if he didn't do something
No.
like that. So
The
he
goofy.
just has to.
That's why we love him.
He's just a funny guy.
He's an interesting. He's
a
funny guy.
He's that guy.
He's one of the more interesting people in Hollywood.
He said he could be weird off camera. As long as he delivers
As long
on
as he
camera.
delivers.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
Yeah, and guess what? He fucking delivers.
He does.
Oh, Ethan Hunt delivers.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Ethan delivers so hard. I didn't really have much else on like the production. I did have this little. I had a few notes. Final script for this movie. Do you guys know how long it was?
Like, lengthwise for the movie?
Like there's how long the script was. Like how many pages?
I don't even know like a reasonable guess.
When
I'm
you
gonna see
when you
what-
wait a script, each page is
like
generally
1
a minute.
A minute, yeah.
Probably like 3.5 hours worth, I'm guessing.
I'm gonna see like 2 to 300.
33 pages.
What?
That's it.
What?
33
I think-
pages.
Macquarie got your basic story, and then they build around a lot of it around all the extensive set pieces. You know, and does like rewrites and everything. But the original like final script where he was like
That actually
ready
makes
to
a lot
go.
of sense, yeah. Because like, how can you?
Because a lot of these are so like
I guess
based
one
on
page-
location.
Yeah.
One page could be like epic car chase that
Right,
takes 20
right,
minutes.
Yeah. No, that actually does make a lot of
And-
sense. Yeah.
Speaking, so we touched on Cruz breaking his ankle and kind of hopping off. You see it in the movie.
Mhm.
Took a little bit to recover and get back to shooting. Another instance of Tom being a lovable psycho that will go to all lengths for sick movies. So the finale of this film, when he's in a helicopter chasing after Cavill, he earned his helicopter's pilot's license in 12 days. And he spent
What?
18
That's
months
insane.
training for the scene.
I had a feeling that he went out of his way for this.
Dude, he's insane.
That is like the biggest form of respect you can give.
Yeah.
Like, I want to fly this thing. Like, I'm just trying to picture him like in his like super intense way.
Okay, so we got like I
How
can
did-
see him.
I don't even think
Like
he would
locked
be
in.
like that. I think he'd just be like, "Oh, I want to fly it."
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They're
we're
like,
gonna fly.
Tom, no. We'll get someone. No,
I
I'm
don't-
gonna fly it.
He's
Do you
once said that he was born with jet fuel in his veins or some
Do
shit.
you think if
Yeah,
someone
that's crazy.
on set, like an executive, said, no, you're not allowed to do that, like
I
the
think they
movie
just
would
let
get
him
made?
cook.
Like if they were like, no, do you think he wouldn't do it, the movie?
He would have yelled at him for not wearing a COVID mask.
If like they were like, final answer is no, you're not allowed to fly the helicopter, is that movie getting made, you think?
I think the movie gets made. I think obviously the climax gets redone.
Mhm.
But what happened, and we got
We
all
got
timer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then so the
one of the
opening of
best
this movie,
series.
this can lead into the categories. So best scene, I had just the opening like hospital Wolf Blitzer moment. I didn't have what precedes it, but one of my other notes is so when they were filming it, good old Chris McHugh wanted one of the central characters to be killed in the opening to raise the stakes a little bit, but he didn't want he didn't think they could lose Luther or Benji, and obviously not Ethan.
Did he say who?
He said he landed on William Brandt, but Jeremy Renner was not in this film, so it
Interesting.
didn't happen. But
Interesting.
there's a world where if Renner's in Fallout, he's in it for like 3 minutes.
Do we know why he's not in the movie?
I read that he just declined the offer to return and said he was filming Infinity War, but I don't even think he's not in that.
He's not. He's not in Infinity War.
Maybe he was just hanging out on the set.
He's not.
Yeah, he's on like standby.
Weren't they filmed back to back though?
Infinity War. Oh yeah, 'cause
So
they
I
came out a
guess-
year apart.
I guess maybe, yeah.
Yeah, just the Russo brothers' big old project.
Yeah.
But yeah, also I guess if you're Jeremy Renner and you're getting paid Hawkeye money, it's like, hey, you want to come be in Fallout, die in the first scene?
Or
Which I would do it. But,
Well, not anymore.
Yeah.
He's not getting paid to be Hawkeye anymore.
well, at the time.
Yeah.
do you think part of it's also he just like, I'm getting outshined by Cruz. I can't take this anymore.
Yeah, he's like
Probably.
really having trouble.
I would say so.
Like Cruz is hurting his ego a little bit. He's
Yeah,
like, how can I act next to this?
Respect for McQuarrie for not offing Ving Rhames or Simon Pegg.
I agree.
I can't imagine
Yeah.
one of these movies without the boys.
Dude, Simon Pegg
The
is
crew.
There's some moments where he's looking fresh in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
He's got some
He's
good
looking-
outfits,
he's
some
looking good.
glasses.
There,
on.
there's moments where I'm fearing for his life as he's
Yeah.
about to
Mhm.
Yeah.
fucking hang.
That happens to him a lot,
Yeah, he's really
quite a bit.
respect to him. He's
Yeah,
probably used to just being in the van.
Mhm.
No, he's getting his ass handed to him.
Yeah, he always is.
And he's willing to do it.
Mhm.
Just like he's willing to wear a Wolf Blitzer mask and read this manifesto. One of the most elaborate tricks the IMF has ever pulled, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd say.
I mean,
Yeah.
so they ask him when he wakes up, like, what's the last thing you remember? They're like, that was 2 weeks ago. Turns out it was an hour ago. So in an hour, they built this set. They got Wolf Blitzer to give them a mask and a voice modification thing, and they've got him hooked up to a hospital bed. Like, it's an incredibly elaborate move.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Like, if you're in the bed, I feel like at that point you gotta be like, you know what, like, you guys really got me.
Knowing Cruz actually took an hour from.
All right, we're gonna build this whole thing in an hour.
Yeah.
So that leads me to one of my questions. Not even a question, but just if I'm the dude in the hospital bed,
Niels Delbruck.
after I find out that it was all just a scheme for me to give him the passcode, I think I would just be like, you got me.
So
You know,
you be like,
You got me.
Good.
You
Good,
pulled
good,
mine.
on, good
Like,
on
good
you
game.
guys. I'll take the L.
Good job.
handshakes.
It's really good. I mean,
Okay.
You got me there.
and you did this all for me, and I'm
Yeah.
really,
I'm kind of.
I'm impressed. Yeah.
You had me.
So I'm a little. What's the word? I don't know. Like a little like awestruck. Like, oh, you did that. You did all this planning just
Oh,
for
Yeah,
me.
like,
That how much money do you think that cost the IMF?
Oh,
A lot of money.
Oh,
lot of money.
Danny Boyle was got
Huntley's
deep
Huntley's getting the funds.
Mm.
They're in so much
Pockets
debt.
are deep.
Don't worry about the money.
Dude, I'd love to see the IMF bookkeeper.
Oh my god.
Like,
But
Just gotta be like half the national debt.
but if I'm the dude
Yeah.
in the hospital bed
Niels
and
Delbruck.
they read the manifesto on TV, I would just, if I'm him, I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Screw you guys. I'm not giving you the passcode. You already got that going on TV.
Yeah,
Tough luck.
that's what I was thinking. That's what
Well,
I was
you know
thinking.
what? He's-
Why does he give him
He just
the
opened
passcode?
Because he's a sportsman and he knows
Yeah.
that life is built around respect.
Mhm.
He's like, I got my end out of it. I'll give
Yeah.
you yours.
Yeah, what if he was just
I'd
like, I'm not
want
going to lock it.
But he didn't win.
It's like a Tim Robinson sketch.
He was
no,
fooled.
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm going to do it.
My next one is like two scenes in back-to-back succession. You already know what they are. It's Cruz meeting Walker and the ensuing Halo jump all the way through the bathroom
Mhm.
at the Palais. 10 minutes of fucking insano mode
Best action ever.
from
It's insane.
Macquarie. The aspect ratio expanding to the
Mhm.
IMAX when he just looks out the fucking bottom of the plane.
Fucking beautiful.
Cinema. Walker's just like, get out of the way.
I like this jump when he
Yeah,
jumps
that
out
great
the
jump.
plane.
It's a good jump.
And then the score swelling as Ethan dives and the camera's locked in on Cruz. That whole thing, he's got to save him. And then the bathroom fight is just fucking awesome.
It's insane.
The constant silent, when they're trying to get John Lark, just the
Mhm.
bass from the club, and then he wakes up in the stall and just chaos. You got those French
The
bricks.
French bricks.
It's like, oh,
Why are they
The one who
bothering?
was like hopping up on the stone.
oh,
Bro,
my
they start-
finger.
Come on.
Bro, they started singing, bro.
They were having a
The
good
one
night.
guy looks
There were
really.
some assholes.
The one guy goes up to the urinal. And he looks
Above.
really relieved.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Probably had a lot of vodka cranes.
Yeah.
They were having a good
Oh,
night.
yeah. Yeah.
And then they got a good
Belligerent.
laugh.
Oh yeah. But yeah, like they see all the feet on her saw, and they're like,
It's funny, like seeing all their feet just standing there.
well, this scene, I rewatched it before we started recording because I love it so much. But I was watching it and I was like, I can watch this silently, and everything makes perfect sense. It's so well directed, and this is where it really becomes clear how Cruise and McQuarrie pull a lot of inspiration from silent films, like from Buster Keaton and Charlie Chaplin. Like you can really just tell, like they can convey a lot of exposition and everything without having to say a word. Like the action is just so well directed, and then Walker just fucking clocks John Lark with a laptop, and it's the sickest thing
It's awesome.
ever. He fucking knocks the shit out of him. The thing won't work.
Arm reload.
Arm reload's
The arm
insane.
reload's
Awesome.
Ethan,
It's so bad.
Ethan spears the guy through a wall.
Yeah.
Dude, the double-sided
brick.
mirror.
Yeah, who got thrown through that, or who through that?
They
Ethan threw Lark through
They
that,
threw
right?
Lark
They
like
both
through
go
the
gets
mirror.
thrown
Yeah,
through the
he gets
mirror.
tossed.
He just tosses him.
And he stays up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he rips the pipe out from under
Yeah.
the sink.
Starts wailing on him.
It's just madness.
so hard.
And then he's out of nowhere deleted from the earth
Great fight.
by a surprise Ilsa Faust appearance. And, you know, his brains are all over the floor. Some poor janitor's going to have to come in there and be like, what the fuck happened?
No, they got sanitation. Right?
That's true. That is true. They have sanitation.
Sanitation's coming.
Of course.
The nice guy sanitation.
Oh,
We
yeah.
coming to
We're
clean it up?
coming.
We had one of our men.
That was us. That was
We do
He
this
listened
hell,
to the
eh?
Red
We
iPod.
cleaned that up.
Yeah, that was our.
We were like, all right, go. Because we've expanded to Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like in on the mission.
We're
too.
international.
We know everything.
We're the IMF sanitation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're the
cleaning
cleanup crew for the IMF.
Because, you know, Ethan can sometimes leave a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
Oh,
He needs
absolutely.
to clean it up. He's not cleaning it up.
Like when he shaves his
Well, we
beard.
gotta be there.
No, we're not going to clean it up though, because we're going to charge someone a lot less money to clean it up
Yeah.
for us. That's
Yeah,
how we're
we're-
making our money.
We're just calling the shots. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm just calling the plays. My next two scenes, I've got three more. This whole movie is just insanely good.
Yeah.
Always very watchable. I've got the motorcycle chase after the John Lark interception. Just I mentioned it in Rogue Nation. I love a good high speed motor chase, whether it be a car or bike or whatever. And this one just scratched that itch. You get Cruise looking back and going out with a car and he fucking flies off. Peak.
Was that Tom Cruise actually doing that?
Oh,
I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
dare you even ask?
Like he's not falling on padding; he's just falling on the ground.
Yeah, I'm sure he's falling on pad.
I don't think they're gonna have Tom Cruise off of a full speed motorcycle on the Parisian concrete.
I don't know. It's Tom Cruise. He could.
That's
do
true.
it.
You'd be like, I want to feel it. I want it to feel real.
How do you even know how much like foam to set up? Like, what if he just completely misses and he just face plants, scrapes onto the?
And it just becomes Vanilla Sky. Where his face is fucked up. I've got the London foot chase,
Yeah.
which is also a big contender for me. Just and the whole like Hung Lee briefing, like in between everything.
It's
Get
hard
the,
to do.
the Walker reveal. Yeah, everything
It's
is
hard
so
to pick apart.
yeah, but that's really great too. But I took the entire London foot chase. He was being directed by Benji. He was going through like fucking office buildings, throwing chairs out the window.
Yeah,
He's got his screen on.
He's got a
lock.
scream on Tubi.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like the shot where it's when it like starts here and goes all the way on Ethan, then behind him he jumps off the building and Tom Cruise breaks his ankle. It's just insanity.
One
Like,
question I have is: aren't like buildings, like aren't their windows not really made out of glass? I feel like it broke a little too easy with just that one chair.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know for the movie it had was like
He just had so
I feel
much
like-
strength.
I feel like buildings don't have very
No, they
breakable
definitely have-
windows.
Yeah, because you don't want people to fall
Yeah.
out.
yeah, you don't want people like lean too hard.
Because even Hunt, he lands on glass, like on the other part of the like terminal
Mhm.
or whatever the fuck, like the bridge to get over. Because he's man, dude, Walker, man, when he ran, fuck, dude, I was
And then he's holding on to the elevator, just like
Mm-hmm.
a good old timey elevator where you close the door yourself.
Remember
and go up.
Like
conversation,
mm-hmm.
picture.
Guys, was it his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend?
Ex-wife.
Ex-wife,
They got
the
married
picture.
at 3.
How did you find that information out?
He's her guardian
Come on.
angel.
He's a guardian angel. Yeah.
He must have been doing research.
Oh.
Extensive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how does he know that that's? Oh yeah, true. Because she was just that random lady. She was just been a random lady at the camp.
When Wes Bentley and Cashmere is like, yeah, our guardian angel sent us. It's just like, you silly man.
Motherfucker.
Oh,
And then I just wrote down helicopter. That's all I wrote down. But the entire Cashmere finale is just
Yeah, that
a
whole
face melt.
entire thing.
But yeah, I specifically once Hunt's like, I'm going after the detonator.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes after the aspect ratio expands again to IMAX.
I will say, this gets like half a minus from me.
Why?
The bomb, them defusing the last bomb at the literal last second.
They
It's
always
just
do
like,
that.
come on,
Yeah,
the
they
literal
always do
last
that.
second.
That's just like their type. That's like another like self-destruct message
Well,
or face
yeah.
mask. It's like they have to do that.
Luther wanted to do it too.
they're always brought down. These movies are always brought down to the last wire.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You could say that is this movie's version of the,
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't make any sense for audio, but like the Mission Impossible, just like
The hover.
hovering right over the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Any other scenes I missed?
I had the like the first shootout for the plutonium.
Yeah,
don't know
I
if
had
you
that.
mentioned that.
Great. Yep.
Yeah,
I
that's
mentioned
a
it
great one.
briefly, yeah, right before the house.
Which does get a plus from me for dark alley deals.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
And
like
also,
it.
and also
Secret
the
Ave.
some more just tech. The remote control BMW.
Oh, yeah,
that was pretty sweet.
Pull the car around.
Yeah.
He drifted it.
Yeah.
Dude, when
Dude,
Ethan shoots at Luther, his body dropped. He's like, I really hope that was Ving Rhames doing that because he had a good body. Like, he dropped good.
I put when Luther gets held hostage right there,
Mhm.
Twice.
nobody likes that.
Twice.
Nobody
Yeah,
likes that.
twice.
Nobody likes that.
Like, remember?
No one wants to see Luther.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
walk
was another
around.
fight scene. He was getting held hostage twice. When someone's holding them
Yeah,
and they're shooting at him. Yeah.
Mhm.
Where do you guys stand on Ethan's decision to save Luther?
No,
I agree with it.
Risky.
100%.
trust him.
It's central
That's
to his character. He
At this point,
as
yeah.
Baldwin says, he chooses the one life over the millions, and Ethan is, as we see most clearly in this movie, he's improvising all these missions. He knows that he values one person's life over the many, and he'll go to he'll do whatever he has to do to as he says several times in this movie, I'm working on it.
I did have one more scene, and it was it was an underground shootout scene. So when we get Baldwin first,
Yeah,
and we
that
get like
whole
the
scene's great.
Walker's like reveal, and then the another
Benji
hello,
mask.
another hello's that moment. Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
really good. Really, really good.
Oh, we need hello.
Dude,
oh.
Baldwin pulls out a gun so quickly. Did you guys notice when he's talking
Yeah.
about Walker? He's like,
Yeah.
No, but this one is.
Nope.
Yeah.
But this one.
oh, I've ruined your thing.
Did you pick your favorite scene?
I'm kind of torn. I might just go. I love the bathroom,
Me,
I,
me too.
I was
but I
gonna
love
say,
London.
I was gonna say I'd probably go like I'm gonna say I'd go I'd put
This
it
might be
all
the
under
hardest.
one, the Halo jump and the
Yeah, that
I'd put
10
that all
minute
together.
stretch is
Yeah,
nuts.
that would be
And
my
that's how we're kind of kicking things off. I know there was like a hospital stuff before, but like that's when the movie's really pulling
fun
out.
fact.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Cruise did over 100 Halo jumps for that.
Sure.
Walking mad.
Man.
Psycho.
That's insane.
Yeah, I gotta go bathroom.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Yeah.
bathroom.
Go back.
Yeah, I'd say bathroom, but I'm also.
Oh yeah, you said
I
like
think
the
that whole. 'cause
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
they're together.
the Halo
Yeah.
jump right into the bathroom. Yeah. Billy, what do you?
But I guess I like the bathroom
I'm
scene
doing
better
bathroom.
than the Halo jump, but it's still like they're the same.
But,
They're
like,
together.
it's so hard for me to also not go with like the London chase.
No, yeah,
or the,
of course.
But,
The
but if
finale,
I'm
yeah.
like
They're
the
all
bathroom
great.
is just like that's when you realize like the Halo jump into the bathroom. You're like this one is like the real deal.
Mhm.
This movie is nuts.
The one guy in the bathroom, I think it's Henry Cavill. He like gets his fists ready.
Yeah,
Is
he
that
loads,
him?
he loads his arms.
Reload,
Like,
yeah. So sick.
Uh,
That's a great like.
best quote. I had
seconds.
just this exchange of just hope is not a strategy. You must be new here because like he doesn't know who he's working with. Ethan Hunt's a gambler. He's rolling the dice at every turn. I thought that really just hammered home the how insane this IMF is.
I just put at the end we get the world needs the IMF. They do. They truly do.
Who says that? I don't remember.
It's the girl.
Oh,
what's
Angela
her name?
Bassett.
Yeah.
Is in this world is the IMF like a known thing?
No, I don't
No.
think so. No. And also,
It's just like a thing of legends.
we do not get Mission Impossible Fallout, but we do get an MI6.
We do.
That is true. How meta.
Mm-hmm.
Jack,
Oh.
do you have a quote?
Yeah, I had 3. I had I am the storm.
yeah.
I think it's right in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had Luther.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember at what point this was at, but this was just kind of funny. But he's like, think, Ethan. Think of the greater good. Please.
No, that's right in the beginning when Ethan's like about to beat the shit out of
Yeah.
Niels Dilbrook.
And then one more I had, open the chute when the system says to, or the last thing that goes through your mind will be your kneecaps. I was like, ooh, it's kind of gross. That's all I had.
I just got one. I don't remember exactly when he said. I got Luther going, "Oops, bad boy." I don't remember what we was talking.
No, it's when Angela Bassett is informed of Walker's rogue activity.
Oops, bad boy.
Billy,
So I had one from Henry Cavill when he was talking to Lane, and he goes, "Why did you have to make this so fucking complicated?"
complicated.
And then I have one from Ethan. CIA's been infiltrated. I don't trust anybody outside of this room. We're gonna have to go in alone, and that they did.
They sure did.
And then I have a Luther one at the end of him just going, "My man."
My man.
Anything
that
is
is my
nice.
favorite. That is my favorite one.
Really, yeah. Anything he says is
This is amazing. I love him
Don't
so
worry
much.
about old Luther.
In this movie. He's so good. The emotion, I had the emotional one too when he was talking to Rebecca Ferguson, and he was like, "You should walk away."
Mhm.
And he was crying, man. He was putting out some tears.
Yeah.
He was in his feelings.
He was in his feelings. He was reaching down deep for that.
Mm.
He cared for her.
Sixth Man. I struggled a little bit with this, but I think I'm gonna ultimately go with the gang of Parisian dicks.
Mm.
Just causing a ruckus in the bathroom. Belligerent.
I'm going. I forget his name. The guy from Interstellar.
Oh, Wes Bentley.
yeah.
I don't remember his character's
Me
name.
either. West Bentley.
Eric.
Eric. Yeah.
I'm going with him.
Oh, with him as well.
So happy.
Yeah, Eric.
Oh yeah.
Pat, did you have a sixth man?
I'm going with the fake John Lark.
Yeah.
He's a great fighter.
Badass.
Puts up a fight.
Yeah.
Takes
against two
multiple
guys.
people to get him
Yeah.
down.
Mhm.
One on one.
And like
I don't think
Henry
Ethan
Cavill towers
he
him.
might have lost one on one to this dude.
Probably,
Right.
but
Both-
wasn't
both
before
of
that.
them.
He was about to lose.
Yeah.
and then Rebecca Ferguson
yeah, he
saved
also
him.
comes in and shoots him in the head.
I probably, yeah, that
No
guy's,
respect to that guy.
and he's,
he
he's
was
good.
He's
He's
cool.
good. Like after he
Yeah.
took both of them down, like he was like ready to keep
standing
going.
tall.
He was.
Yeah, they throw him through the two-way mirror, and then like he's back up,
Yeah.
pulling pipes out.
Right,
of
yeah,
the walls.
yeah. You're yanking it out.
Banking shit.
Billy, do you have a six?
Yeah, I went with Eric as well.
Nice.
Just a nice guy.
Yeah.
You know?
It means no harm.
Like this
He's so
guy.
happy
This guy has
about
no
it.
idea.
He was
that-
so
that
happy about his life.
His
He had
guardian
no
angel.
idea.
Mhm.
I was gonna have him written down as dude with the weird beard from Hunger Games.
That's true. That is true.
the
That guy
weird, like
was.
swirly beard.
He was an Interstellar too. He's the one who gets distracted by the wave.
Yep.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
gets taken.
No, yeah.
And they're like, ah! And Tars is booking it with Anne Hathaway. Best shot. I struggled here because every shot in this is fucking awesome. I'm just gonna go with there's one like wide one during the London chase where like Ethan's just like on the roof and we're really far away and we just see like little Ethan.
I'm going with It's after the elevator stuff when he climbs up on the roof and the helicopter takes him
Yeah.
away and then Ethan's just
Yeah,
sitting there.
yeah.
Mhm. Oh, that's awesome.
I had 3. I had the plane in front of like the moon before the halo jump. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And then just most of the shots just of Ethan on the motorcycle just flying through.
Flying through Paris.
Yeah. And then my last one just Ethan climbing the rope of the helicopter. Just
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
The IMAX photography. Yeah.
So
yeah,
sick.
amazing.
I got them skydiving,
Mhm.
and then I got when Ethan's jumping buildings. It's like the camera's in between the buildings. You
Mhm.
see him jump across.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of in Spider-Man when Tobey Maguire is exploring his newfound powers and like he's like, oh, Billy.
I had at the end, just like the shots of him on the mountain when they were fighting like on the edge, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
he wins. He gets taken down. And he has to like start jumping back up again.
Yeah,
I don't know. I like the throwback kind of to the start of 2.
yeah.
Like, with him free soloing a little bit.
Mhm.
I guess you could put this in the moments, but I really like the whole entire
That's a great
part
segue. 'cause
where he runs out of the building, and then it's just the guys are running at him from all angles, and then he finally gets to like the church or
Mhm.
whatever, and then just that entire, and then the
Oh
part
yeah.
where he's running up the spiral staircase,
Yeah.
and it's overhead. I
The
love
in the
that.
church is a great one.
Yeah.
When it shows all the church patrons
Mhm.
in their pews.
Yeah.
I had that written
I'm
down
sorry.
as when Hunt interrupts service.
Mhm.
He did.
He interrupted.
He apologized though.
I'm so sorry.
And then everyone's
He
coming
got
up
out.
all
It was a sincere apology too.
It was.
He didn't want to be in the situation.
No.
He didn't want to ruin service.
Best moment I have the hospital room fake out reveal.
Yeah,
That's a whole-
Actually, that is probably mine. Yeah, that's.
Did anyone have anything different, or were we all kind of in agreement?
I mean, that is
Yeah.
like. I was saying last week, they're completely different openings, but like, what do you guys prefer, the Rogue Nation opening or this opening?
The Fallout opening is like Rogue Nation's one big scene. Fallout's like the botched plan into the hospital, so
I
like
guess, yeah.
it's a little different. But the payoff of the walls falling down is just unmatched. But also in Rogue Nation, Ethan's hanging onto a fucking plane.
I might have to choose Rogue Nation for the plane.
Me too. I was thinking about
Yeah.
that. I was like,
Rogue Nation probably
It's kinda
kicks
hard to
off
beat.
with more of a kick, just because the Fallout one kind of takes a little bit.
yeah,
I do have some other good moments. Just a few. I have the remote control car, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. Larkin getting thrown through the mirror, mentioned many times already, but just amazing moment. Like we just said, Hunt interrupting service, and then I had the hook
yeah.
as it slips and just
Takes him out.
takes him
Or
down.
whatever
You
that.
can see him just
I also like when they're like falling in the helicopters and like the what is the shit that's spraying all over his face?
oh, is it just fuel?
Like,
I guess
yeah,
like
Fuel,
gas or
or
something.
or something. It burns his whole
yeah,
face.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
So
fucked up.
awesome.
So we got any moments? Before I got a few.
I did like the van scene when they had to extract Lane,
Yeah,
That's a great scene.
Yeah.
and they were there was he did
When
the
the big truck
yeah like
hits
when he
the
rammed it
That's
into
the-
the
into
water.
the-
and
They
he
have
gets
some. There's a
put
good
down, and he
behind the
immediately
scenes
starts
video on
whipping it.
that of like him under the water. It's pretty cool.
And then just another just more foreshadowing of just Ethan just totally going like off instinct and just kind of I don't know.
yeah.
Um, He's like writing the mission himself. He's
Mhm.
just
He's
kinda-
improvising.
Yeah, he's improvising. That's what I was looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, he's figuring it out as he goes,
Mhm.
kind of like Indiana Jones.
And then like he was asked later about it. What did he say when he met the girl, the widow, and he was telling her how he's like he didn't think that was gonna go his way or something.
Mhm.
And he's like I was just improvising.
Yeah, he just
always worked out for him.
What happened with her later? Did we ever see what happened with her?
you'll see her again.
Oh, okay, all right.
Sheer times.
The White Widow.
Yeah.
Pat, what were some of your best moments?
Ones that haven't been said. So the fake hospital reveal is not my favorite
Okay.
moment. It's close. When Hunt gets rescued after they extract Lane, when he like goes underneath like the big hole and they get him on the boat.
And they're on the boat.
It was like
Is it-
everybody
That,
like
it's
that.
just like
Good extraction.
another day. Like that's just another
Yeah,
day.
Perfect timing too.
Mhm. Yeah.
You were just right there. And I got when Hunt is getting chased by Rebecca Ferguson's character in the motorcycle. When
Mhm.
he's in the car, he like drifts his car down a couple stairs.
Yeah, like the spin.
Perfectly,
It's
yeah.
so awesome.
That was awesome.
Obviously, I'm
And
assuming
then-
that was him driving.
That's so
When
Essentially.
Benji's asking like why does he have to pretend to be Lane, Luther kind of
Just
just is like showing him like come on.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
That's great. And best moment I'm just going the Walker gets revealed as the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great moment.
Why do you have to make this so fucking
And
complicated?
Alec Baldwin pulling out the gun
He
after
had, he had some good screaming lines. In this.
yeah.
Baldwin?
Yeah.
And you lost them! Well, that leaves me right. For Ed Harris, I just did Hunt Me again.
I have to go.
Yeah, I did.
It'd be sad to see him go, but I couldn't think of anyone else. But Ed Harris in the beginning, like hyping Ethan up, like that's great
That would
strength.
just be
Yeah.
Did anyone have any other
Fun
Eds?
I would like to see Ed as the guy in the bathroom.
Ooh,
John Lark. The John Lark.
Wow.
I would like to see action Ed.
Action Ed.
Action Ed.
In fact, I just thought of another 6 name. The DJ at that party.
Mhm.
Yeah. I thought of him. The frat flick.
All right, my last category I have before we close things out is the new award, the Don't Do a Blart Safety Never Takes a Holiday Award for Excellence in On-Screen Bravery. I have Ethan going after the helicopter for the detonator when the aspect ratio expands and he's booking it and he gets on.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't do it, hun.
I put it's like a little one when they're in the helicopters falling and he's like clipped in and then he has to unclip himself to fall and then hang on to Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
I just put that.
The actual one that I have is him crashing the helicopter into the other one. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, that's going on. That's got to be my Don't Do a Blart. Safety Never Takes a Holiday.
Award for Excellence in On-Screen Bravery.
Exactly.
Pat?
I got Walker about to jump out the airplane
That was
into
mine.
the storm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
into a raging thunderstorm.
When he like pulls out
Yeah.
like the oxygen thing.
Ethan's trying
off
to
of
tell him
Ethan.
not to, yeah, and he's just like, I'll see you in Paris.
Just don't do it, Walker.
Don't do it, Walker.
Any
Don't
remaining
do it, Walker.
questions, thoughts?
What was your Don't Do a Blart?
Yeah, mine was the Henry Cavill jumping.
Oh, okay. We got to get a Don't Do a Blart. I mean, every time.
Don't do it, Blart.
That will always make me laugh as well.
I always say it every time. We did not get.
Didn't get
No.
that.
We did get a face rip.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't think we got a self-destructive
Nope, we did.
message. We
We
did.
did.
What
Yep.
was it?
Yeah, it was very
beginning.
Okay.
The parcel.
And yeah, it's all.
Oh, on Letterboxd,
That's all I
if you review a Mission Impossible movie, you get a self-destruct.
Really?
Oh, really?
That's
We
pretty
gotta
cool.
do.
Nice.
So did anybody? Let's talk Mission Impossible gadgets.
I did. You want to hear mine?
What
gadget?
is your gadget? If you
So,
could have any mission,
this is
any gadget,
I get.
doesn't have to be from
This is-
Mission Impossible.
I mean, I don't really know if would be considered a gadget, but just this is what I want. I'm gonna take it. The the bag spaceship or the rocket or I don't even know. Whatever John Cena and the kid use in the
Oh, from Fast and Furious?
Fast
The
and
Fast-
Furious.
From Fast X?
Yeah. He's dying. He's dying.
What, what Jacob Toretto and Lil
Yeah.
B Toretto,
Like,
what they get through TSA and Fast X?
Yeah,
No.
like I can get that through.
That
TSA,
went down the
you're
wrong
telling me?
pipe. Holy crap!
I can get that through TSA. You're telling me? That's mine. That's mine.
That
Oh, they got it through TSA?
Yeah,
yeah, they got it through no problem.
yeah, no problem at
We'll
all.
talk about it when we do Fast X eventually.
that's mine.
I have been thinking of two of them, and the one thing
As many as you could think of.
from Star Wars, like the underwater breather
Oh yeah,
things, like
Yeah.
those things. And then I was also thinking of
Yeah.
that would be a great one.
That would be.
You could do
great.
anything.
you could go, yeah, you can do anything. You just have that. It's just like a little piece goes through your mouth. You just breathe.
Mhm.
And then I was thinking of like flying boots or something like that.
Mm.
And then I also mentioned the invisibility cloak.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
The flying boots kind of reminds me of young
Incredible.
young syndrome. Yeah.
Syndrome.
See, I got these rocket boots. Fly home, buddy. I work alone.
I work alone.
You got anything?
Bomb. I kind of forgot about this prompt. I'm not gonna.
I got a lot of gadgets.
Should have
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I got 4 different gadgets.
Ooh, let's hear 'em.
So I have the first one is the diving suit that he had in Rogue when he has to go inside the
With,
giant
like, the
chamber
oxygen
with the
levels on
oxygen
it.
and like the
Mhm.
timer. I just thought that's kind of cool because it's not metal, so like it's got to be like some kind of comfy material.
Mhm.
I had Marty McFly's hoverboard
Nice.
because that
a great
actually
one.
hovers. Good
Yeah.
gadget.
I just think
Um,
the flux capacitor.
The flux.
Oh,
Ooh,
shit.
Yeah, it's a
Didn't
good
even-
one.
Didn't
Or the
even
DeLorean.
think about
Yeah.
that.
DeLorean would be sweet.
I only had 3. My last one was a spoon that dispenses a perfect amount of milk when you pick up dry cereal.
Oh,
I thought if someone
wow,
could
that's
create that gadget,
Okay.
Okay.
you wouldn't have
that
soggy.
would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
So
Okay.
my
You would not
question
have soggy
is,
cereal. You
where is the milk stored, or is it just produces its own milk, so you don't got to worry about that?
Yeah, it's like Bluetooth milk.
It's like ran through a
Like, you
line,
don't-
it's
like,
can't-
the-
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm
Like you
thinking
have a big.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Yeah,
like a thin like needle wire that they use for like drawing blood, and just like have it lined to like a big like glass jar of milk,
Mhm.
and have it like connected to the end of the spoon, and it just senses it. dispenses it, and you eat it.
I'm in for that.
I like it.
I'm learning now that my imagination is piss poor.
I also take the what is it called from Doodler's My Car, the Continuum
The
Transponder.
continuum transfer.
Take that.
Do we remember what that was?
I think
'Cause I don't.
I actually don't. I feel like it just opened something to space. I feel like that's what it was.
Yeah, I
There was a
mean,
bunch of aliens and shit.
Ashton
like,
Kutcher and Sean William Scott probably don't remember either.
Or the thing from Life
no,
of
they do.
Lost.
They probably had an entire universe ready to go.
like,
But
Like a light
Yeah.
like
saber.
Dune level
Yeah.
lore.
If Transformers
It's a great
count, I would take that like pimp one that turns into like the RC car from the second movie. It's like a little blue guy.
A Men in Black neuralizer would be pretty cool. I suppose.
yeah, that would actually
That'd be sick.
that would be like very useful. I mean, actually,
Depends on what you're.
Depends
what
on how
you're
much
That'd
you
be
fuck up in front of someone.
Yeah.
My number one gadget
It'd be okay.
is some device on me that makes every light a green light. That
They
when I'm
actually
driving.
make those.
What?
They actually make those. So, I don't think you can like buy them, and they're very illegal. You can actually find them like
I mean, they do that in Mission Impossible. They
yeah.
turn off
There
lights.
there is something that does that.
That's what I would
I
want.
swear, I was looking into it the other day. I was looking into
yeah,
it.
no way you can buy that.
That's
No.
that's some back
But it's like
alley.
this big
dark
it's like
web
this big box and it has all these wires fused.
Also,
Yeah,
a gadget
no.
that just like
It's a bomb.
kind of can move
Like
any
explode.
object. So, like a car in front of me is going 10 miles below the speed limit. I could just lift it up and drive it in front of me.
Syndrome again. His
The pointer.
you know
Yeah,
the
yeah.
pointer.
Yeah, Syndrome's a 0-point energy glove. It's pretty cool.
Another convenient one I thought of: a shirt that I guess the word would be like I don't know, regulates your body temperature.
Yeah.
So you're never
Never-
hot, never
wow,
cold.
Like
Yeah.
automatic regulation.
You know, it's like
Temperature
95
outside.
degrees out. You wear the shirt, it feels like
Is
it's
it a long
70.
sleeve shirt or is it
Doctor
a
Strange.
Short sleeve shirt. You
Back-
can get a long sleeve shirt if you want. If
Okay.
you want to style.
I like that.
You could have a hoodie.
The Infinity Gauntlet.
That's a good one.
Back to the Future 2 self-drying shirt.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I would like some sort of oven that instantly cooks like breads and baked goods.
Just like that. Like you put it in.
They then
ding,
Spy
take
Kids.
it out, it's done.
Back to the Future 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
that-
the Spy
The
Kids
dehydrated
submarine.
pizza.
Oh yeah.
That's
One
such
of
a
those.
great
Like I was
one. Oh, yeah.
making a cake the other day. And I was like, I gotta wait like 30 minutes to eat this thing.
How about the thing from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
Oh,
I think that's it.
What's it
I think
called?
that's
Yeah, exactly.
Foot like one.
That'd be awesome.
Officer Earl fucking booking it. Can you imagine if like a real crime was being committed in Swallow Falls or wherever they live?
Oh my god.
I think that one wins.
How about
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
You end
Yeah.
with hunger.
You know what?
Yeah.
How about the one from Benchwarmers? The robot
the
numbers.
robot.
That one, yeah, that can make instant sandwiches.
Turkey. On
Dude,
Turkey
you're getting
club.
cancer immediately.
Oh my god! Immediately.
you're eating
Like
the
smoke coming
You're
out.
eating the fucking tuna and Skittles sandwich coming out of a fucking robot. How's he sourcing these ingredients?
They have a.
Dude,
they
That's
have
why
a-
Mel was a zillionaire.
Tuesday.
Tuesday, actually.
I was gonna say. Sicilian.
That was great when you put Jerry in his place.
Was not there.
No, but he's got eyes all over.
Maybe just my last gadget. This is less techie, but a Thneed perhaps from the
Thneed.
Lorax.
Yeah, yeah.
An all-purpose multi-tool.
That's a good one.
How about like a cup that like you can just have a bunch of buttons on the side, like I don't know, like Ocean Water, Shirley Temple,
You just spawn
and
sugar.
you just press a button, it just fills up with it.
Oh, do you know what would be even better?
And then when you're done, you're just done, and it just goes all back down.
What would be even better is if the cup didn't store the liquid. It just when you took a sip, you had a sip of it, so there's no spills ever.
Well, it's a non-spillable cup, so like you
Oh,
can smack
okay.
the crap
Oh.
out of it, but it won't tip
Even
over.
better.
I think we
And
all
then-
need to become like just master engineers.
I was to say, how are we supposed to make this
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah,
We
we
gotta
can't
figure
put
it
this out anyway because people are gonna catch.
Yeah. Oh,
You steal the
Right.
ideas. Scrap the
Right.
footage.
Yeah, no.
everybody, stop giving your ideas right now.
Or a gadget that makes my fingernails never get long. I guess.
That's a good one.
That is
Like a nail clipper, you clip your nails once, and then I won't say ever again. I'll say like keep them short up to like 6 months.
Oh wow.
So you
That's
get,
good.
you get the occasional cutting session.
7
You're like, I
months.
want to remember what
Where
it
you
feels
miss
like.
it sometimes.
What?
You miss it sometimes.
Yeah, you know, you don't want to feel
Sometimes
too
it's Tuesday
inhumane.
night, and you're like, yeah, me and my thumb. This used to be our night.
Yeah.
Yes, this would be our. We used to grow, or they just slowly grow over 6 months. I don't know.
I would
I
say.
mean, I guess that happens.
I would say for Mission Impossible, the one I want the most though, last gadget talk, is the gloves from Dubai. That'd be
Those
sick.
would be
I'm
fun.
with you there.
That'd be sick.
You could just be Spider-Man, basically.
You could be Spider-Man.
Also, the screen at the end of the hallway is pretty cool.
Oh,
That is sick.
How would you use that though?
Deception.
You can just do a lot of things.
break
with
into the
that.
Kremlin.
Blow it up.
Yeah, but like rob a bank. It's true.
A
Well,
lot of
they-
these
they-
gadgets.
You see how clear that fucking shit is?
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like if you wanted to
can
rob
watch-
a bank, you'd really have to like pull it off.
Well, if you're Ethan Hunt,
Can I just
yeah,
watch a
well,
movie on it?
I feel like
Can I
these
just watch a movie on it?
It's
gadgets,
be a big screen.
Yeah,
gadgets
do that.
benefit bad guys a lot more than just look at the average person.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm with you.
Or like what's his face from Spider-Man 3, the hoverboard.
Green Goblin?
The
Harry
You're
Osborn.
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
his,
Look
all his gadgets would be sick.
Little
Yeah,
Goblin,
Everything.
Little Goblin
Everything,
Jr.
yeah.
The surfboard.
Yeah, just everything. His
Look at-
helmet.
Look at Little Goblin Jr.
Or like
Even though-
anything from Tony Stark, all those gadgets.
Oh, those are sick.
He's got some sweet gadgets.
He's got sick gadgets.
Jarvis glasses.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Google Glass?
I do.
I
It
do
was a
remember
big flop.
Google
That was a
huge.
But they,
Probably
but
one of
they
the biggest
again,
tech flops
just like movie past, they laid the
I was gonna say,
foundation.
did they kind of predict the future? Now we have Apple
They
Vision
laid
Pro.
the foundation. Yeah.
They're just ahead of their time.
Yeah.
Any
Alright.
any
Anything
closing
else?
thoughts?
Great episode.
This is a great movie.
This is
Yeah,
a
great
great
movie.
It's one of the best movies
Watch
you can
this
watch.
movie.
It is. It is. Yeah. It's the
That's
best.
awesome.
I'm excited to have breakfast at 7:40 p.m. I haven't eaten shit today.
I'm excited for Dead Reckoning.
I
It's
am
a
too.
great one. Oh, also, so like this episode will be released after we've all seen Final Reckoning.
Final Reckoning.
2
but,
days. We're seeing it in
but
2 days.
we will give some. You'll hear some of our thoughts at the end of our.
We'll
Dead
talk
Reckoning.
after Dead Reckoning. Yeah,
Yep.
we'll discuss. All right,
All
we'll
right.
see you next week for Dead Reckoning. Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
For what?